Don't call me sir. It's time to get back into these long videos once again to share with you some cultural tidbits. Basically, you're being way too formal. This is something I hear from a lot of my followers and some of my students. It's very inappropriate to call a man sir in an English-speaking country. We do have the word, and we do have 3 reasons why we would call somebody sir. Reason number 1, the military. We have different ranks, different levels in the military. We have ensign, lieutenant junior grade, lieutenant, lieutenant commander, commander, and a captain. Wait, maybe this is Star Trek. Whatever. You would only call the person above you sir. Doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman. You would call your captain sir. Your admiral at the top. Still thinking of Star Trek. That would be sir. Anyone who ranks above you. I'm not in the military. I don't rank above you. Maybe an English ability, but any other ability, I suck. You're the master. Don't call me sir. Reason number 2, you're an old man. Sometimes we would call somebody on the street sir if they're older than us, or somewhat older and we don't know their name. We might call them sir. This time it'd only be for a man. If they appear really young, we might say son or hey kid. Reason number 3. If you don't know a person's name, clearly you know my name. My name is Jonathan Richard Watkin Jones. Oh my God, that's my full name. Just call me JJ. That's the most respectful way to address me or any other man. Call them by their name. If they are a teacher at a public school, you can call them Mr. But we don't do that for university. We don't do that for language instructors. Language instructor, you know my name. I'm not that old. Probably older than you. But I'm not sir. I'm not your captain. I'm not an old man. You know my name. The best way to show respect is to listen to the teacher. Understand the culture of the language you're learning. And learn your teacher's name. That's the most respect you can show me, is by using my name, JJ. Just JJ. How to sound like a native English speaker. You can't. See you. Thanks for joining. Bye. Oh, fine. Yes, you can study English to a ridiculously high level, C1, C2, or even higher. But no, I don't believe you can ever sound like a native English speaker. And why would you want to? That's not necessary. So here are my 4 tips to study English to a ridiculously high level. Not sound like a native English speaker. Focus on pronunciation, not accent. First of all, there is no such thing as an American accent or a British accent. You have to get more specific with accents. Texas twang, Southern drawl, or what about British? Northern Ireland, Scottish, Yorkshire? London? I don't even know what accents they have in London. There might be 8 different accents and dialects. Be more specific. But again, focus on pronunciation. Focus on making people understand you. To be honest, we don't really care about your accent. We should be able to know what country you come from when you speak English. It's okay to sound like a Japanese person or a Korean person or a person from Iran or Iraq or Uzbekistan or wherever you're from. That's okay. Focus on pronunciation. Focus on vocab. Vocab creates fluency. This is where the words come from here and go out from here. You need to learn 8 new words every day, words or phrasal verbs, not so much idioms or memorized phrases, and you need to practice them every day. And I mean practice the shit out of them every day. And when I say vocab, I mostly mean phrasal verbs or synonyms. Avoid cliches or overused idioms. There's a reason why I don't teach idioms so much, like, it's raining cats and dogs. That idiom is overused. We don't say that. Maybe 100 years ago we did. Maybe 20 years ago we did. But if you use those memorized idioms or phrases, you're not going to sound like a native English speaker. You're going to sound like a robot. You're going to sound like someone who has studied English from a 40-year-old textbook. It's not a good method to improving your English. Also, avoid the commonly repeated phrases. I like to call them cliches. Cliches are words that are just used too much, such as day by day. That's not a phrase. Day by day, as time goes by. Those kinds of phrases are used too much. Find more creative ways to express yourself. Last of all, don't be too formal. This is similar to my last post. Don't call me sir. Your first message to me or anyone should not be, Mister, I would like to sound like a native English speaker. How can I do it? Sir teacher, sir, Mr. Teacher, sir, how can I sound like an American or British person? Well, your very first sentence already doesn't sound like one. That's not how we write. That's not how we speak. Definitely avoid overly formal phrases. Don't call anyone sir anymore. Don't call anyone on Instagram Mr. You can call that for your teacher if you're in public school, or you have to pay rent to your landlord, maybe. I pay rent to my landlady upstairs. I call her Mrs. Lee. That's an appropriate name for her. She is much older than me, much older than us, and I call her Mrs. Lee. That's appropriate. Not me. Don't call me Mrs. Don't call me Mr. Don't call me sir. Don't call me teacher. By the way, I'm not a teacher. I'm an instructor. That's different. Mostly I get paid way less money.